How I'd remake the DCEU. Now starting in 2031, Flash 4. And I also want to make it known, the possible title Flash Forward did go across my brain many times. I didn't go with it. I just want to let you know that the thought was there. Wally isn't dead. The line from Hal Jordan burns in the mind of Barry Allen. Barry would be paranoid and restless at the thought of his partner, friend, and family still alive somehow after all this time. Barry would be spending his days researching the Speed Force and going back in time, rewatching Wally's death over and over like it were game film. Iris and Bart, who's now about 8 years old, are also grieving Wally's death and contemplating Hal's message. Ultimately, Barry's family tries to help him move on from his paranoia and from Wally. I'll also have it be known right here that this movie it's not going to be like your normal superhero movie. It's going to be more person versus self rather than person versus person. And so this would be similar to how in like the 2023 Flash movie that we had was Ezra Miller. Regardless of what your opinion was of that movie, there's not going to be a super present villain throughout the majority of this movie. It's just going to be Barry struggling with his obsession, his deteriorating mental health. And it's that much more apparent when you realize and remember that it's because of Barry that Wally is even a speedster to begin with from Flash 2 with the events with Mirror Master. The climax of the movie would be Barry sees that Wally had somehow gone so fast during the battle against Darkseid and Justice League Apocalypse that he went beyond time travel. It is literally inside the Speed Force itself. Barry then grapples with this thought before eventually, and after counsel with other Justice Leaguers, say a paralyzed Bruce Wayne, going into the Speed Force itself. Here, time works very differently, and Wally seems to not have aged a day. But he is anything but calm. He is being chased by a silhouette. This is the Black Racer. Barry would eventually sacrifice himself to the Black Racer to save Wally. And the finale would take a cue from Avengers Endgame with a final message written by Barry to his family, Wally, Iris, again, Bart, and his now newborn daughter, Nora. He talks about how much he has learned from being a Flash husband and father, and that he will always love his family now and forever. In the post-credit scenes, Wally notices that Bart had begun showing signs of being a speedster and decides to try to start training him, and also introduces him to the idea of the Teen Titans.